When a severe storm hits, hail and high-speed winds can cause excessive damage to your home. This can lead to blown-off shingles, broken windows, siding damage, and leaking inside. If you suspect your home has been hit with storm damage, contact CNN Construction today. We are a proud GAF Master Elite contractor, offering free exterior home inspection for storm-related damages. CNN is a reputable licensed roofing and general contractor working hand-in-hand with insurance companies and homeowners every step of the way through the difficult claims and restoration process. We will meet with your insurance adjuster to discuss the damages to your property, the value of those repairs, and the scope of work needed at your home. Our skilled team has you covered and will leave your home looking brand new. Give us a call today at 844-415-ROOF or visit our website at cnroofs.com for a free exterior inspection. CNN Construction. We find the solutions, not the excuses.
Hang on a second, guys. One second.
What up?
We've got to give a shout out to South Nashville Heating and Cooling.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Friend and supporter, showing proof. Also, the longest running sponsor of I Got Some Shit to Say, the podcast.
Absolutely. Look, man, South Nashville Heating and Cooling, where quality and craftsmanship come together. They've been doing this since 1985. That's almost 40 years of service. Expert designs, quality installations, superior service.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you something.
What's that?
Tell me.
I feel confident in the fact that South Nashville Heating and Cooling will keep me warm in the winter.
For sure.
It'll keep me cool in the summer.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, these middle months, you'll be comfortable even then.
Absolutely, dude.
Y'all know the deal, man. South Nashville Heating and Cooling, we love those guys. Y'all see the name, y'all see the number. Tap in.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Always. It's I Got Some Shit to Say to podcast, man. We're back like we don't stop, because trust us, we never do. All we do is work. Y'all know me.
Fuck you, Squints.
That's right, R.I.P.
Whizzle fizzle.
Forever. And always. With me as usual, we'll go all the way across the room this time. I got my guy.
Mildred.
Short and sweet. I love it. And we can't forget
ChadArmesTV.com.
Go rest high on that mountain.
Beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, did y'all hear that? That's our guest for the day. We got S&P's own Chucky V in the building.
It's Velvet.
Yep.
Glad to be here.
It's Velvet.
It's Velvet. Man.
What is that, Velvet? Yep, Chucky.
Right,
Chucky,
right.
he's here.
Episode 6, man. That was the first time Chucky V
Holy shit. Fun
popped up
fact.
on the podcast.
Yeah, that was, I want to say, me, Chucky, and Lex, Diamonds and Veneers was the title of that.
Episode 6. I looked before the camera started rolling. September 2nd, 2021. Isn't that
wow.
crazy?
Yeah, so it's like 2 years to the day.
Almost, man.
Let's get a Liquid Death sponsorship.
Please.
go.
We've tried this before.
I would love to get a Liquid
yeah.
Death sponsorship.
Let's go.
I tear these mango ones up like it's nobody's business.
There's a bunch of them now.
Those in the Arnold, it's not Arnold Palmer, it's like Armless Palmer or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yo, I love.
Clearly, I drink them all the time.
We throw them flowers constantly. We tell the whole world how great Liquid Death is, but we love their marketing strategies and just like you just said, the armless Palmer, like
Yeah,
fucking,
you know what
that's
I mean?
genius. I
The
love
drink
it.
is great.
Dude, my brother loves them Liquid Deaths too. He drinks all of them, I think, except the peach one. He's not really big on the peach one, but
Haven't
he
tried the
loves
peach
them
yet.
Liquid Deaths. So
I would also take a Zaxby sponsorship.
Fuck yeah.
come
While
on,
we're at it.
Shout out Zach.
party
Shout out
trays.
Zach.
Let's
I
go.
ate right
Hey,
before you.
while we ate
Good
it,
choice.
Mountain Dew too.
Yeah, come
Let's
on.
go.
You know what I'm saying? Just do the do.
Yeah.
If you do a lot
This
of
is
business,
specifically a Do Zero.
Sponsor.
Shout
hell
out
yeah.
Do Zero. They finally
You know
do
what I'm
that.
saying?
It's
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's a thing. Man.
Does it
It's
taste
great.
good? Like-
it's a spot on. Well, I haven't had sugar in a while. It's spot on for me.
Gotcha. Well, it works for you. Works for me.
Somebody out there's like, it doesn't taste the same. Well, my taste buds aren't your taste buds.
I
bud.
love how you just.
I like
What
that.
did they? How did they say that again? sir?
hell yeah, dude.
Oh man.
Hey, guys,
That's every hater. That's every troll's voice.
Yeah. In my head, they all sound.
They sound like an angry Al Bundy.
Ooh, shout out Al Bundy.
Shout out Al Bundy, dude. How
so-
did he
Al
pay
Bundy
rent?
was the
I
man.
met Peggy Bundy once.
in real life.
In
Facts?
real life in Topanga
Bruh.
Canyon, California.
Dude,
Shout out
Pizza
Topanga.
place. B-Loose could verify this.
Shout out
She
B-Loose.
walked
Shout out
by,
B-Loose.
and she was clearly not trying to be spoken to by anybody. She had walked in the back door, like ordered one of them, and was walking by, and I was just like, she looked at me, and I was like, I love you and everything you've ever done. She's like, thank you, sweetheart. Winked at me, and I It was one of the sexiest moments of my life.
Oh,
Dope. That's so dope.
Yeah,
Love
you know
at first
what I
sight, man.
You know what I mean?
Love at
Gemma
first sight,
from
man.
Sons of Anarchy winked at me and called me sweetheart.
Right.
Dude.
It's so hard. Some people don't even know she's in that. Like, if you never like went down the Sons of Anarchy hole,
That's the shit.
Deep
bro,
in that hole.
love that shit. Love
Great
Sons
show.
of Anarchy.
Great show.
There's been a couple spinoffs since then too, and I haven't
haven't
even
watched
tried
one.
them.
The
Aztecs,
The Mayans.
Mayans. That's it.
Yeah.
Aztecs.
I was like, I have not seen that one.
Me either. I just made it up out
I'm
of
glad
there.
I didn't
It's a
agree
new-
like
Well,
a
no,
jackass. Like, yeah, that one's good.
It's a new one.
Yeah, at least you didn't agree with
It's
me.
coming soon.
Oh, I love the Aztecs ones, bro.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
I was trying to wear these glasses. Just I told one, I was like, bro, maybe since you didn't wear glasses today, maybe I could play the cool guy and put on glasses. Chucky's got all these diamonds on, of course, like he always does. So I felt obligated to like step it up a little bit, and I feel absolutely stupid.
Yeah, man, you can't do it, man.
I look cool?
Yep.
I like it.
Thanks, Chucky.
No, man. No,
It doesn't seem
I
very
support
personal, but
people
I mean,
being
if that's what
unique.
you want to do, man, it's your world, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
In reality, though, they're like fogged up. I can't see shit.
Dude, welcome to
Take 'em
my
off.
world.
It's all right.
You know
You
what I mean?
haven't committed. Take them off. It's a free world.
Thanks, Chucky.
Wear 'em
Hell
in your
yeah,
head.
dude.
Wow.
There it is.
Now I can actually
Y'all, he's
see.
back.
Yeah, been
So
back.
much brighter in here.
It definitely is. Like, especially if you leave them on for 2 or 3
Look,
minutes.
These are transitions, and sometimes I'll walk in and people will be like, "You can take your sunglasses off," and I'm like,
Oh, so they like darken up with the sun. Have you ever seen them, Chad?
Yeah.
The old owner of my current job, like our previous owner, he recently sold the company, but bitch. But
Damn.
that motherfucker's
"He got
glass.
a bag though, right?"
Yeah,
Yeah, I bet.
big
You got the
fucking
bag.
bag.
You got the
He could
bag.
also sponsor.
And
us,
he does like a weekly. I put him on Front Street, but he would do like this. You know how like us poor folks, we do like subscription services as far as like I don't know, it's like Healthy Green or like like where they bring you
Normal
like
stuff.
normal stuff. This motherfucker does a subscription based service for wine. That's a thing. So he's paying like probably a couple $100 a month to have like 4 or 5 like random bottles from around the world sent to him, and they arrive at the job, right?
Right,
Well,
right.
Bossman sold the spot like a little over 2 months ago. Shout out to our new owner. He's
41.
great, right? But he sent it, and I called him the other day, and I was like, "Hey, Charlie, how you doing, man? Hope all's well." He's like, "Hey, good to hear from you, man." I was like, I said, "You ain't on no private jet anywhere, or on some yacht or some shit, living that retired life." And he's like, "Well, no, but I am about to board first class to go to Paris." I'm like, "You fucking bitch."
Flex.
So I hung up on him. When I see him, it's on site.
It's on site.
Just playing. But I should have drank his wine. I shouldn't have even
Yeah.
told him it came. I
Yeah.
don't owe him nothing.
Consider it a thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Don't follow one. What are you doing over there?
I got this
Go gadget
You know what I'm
arms.
saying? That's
Yeah.
that reach.
Only one could pull that off.
Reach. You know what I
Dad's
mean?
pointing at everybody.
Can we speak
Fucking bitch on
on
her feet.
how dope of a series Sons of Anarchy is?
Oh, absolutely, dude.
It's a panic attack for 7 seasons, but it's so good, bro.
There is
Phenomenal show.
I'm right there with you. I need to definitely go rewatch it because I watched it the first time. I remember I just went into obsessive mode and just was knocking out
Binging
4 or
all
5
that.
episodes a
Yeah.
night. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
dangerous.
It really is, bro. But it reeled me in, and I was so obsessed with it to where I was sad to see it go. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'm an empath. So like
That's
I
what you're
take
watching right now. What does that mean?
I like take on people's emotions. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
not in
Really?
a weird way, but just like if you're upset, like I'll feel that. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
dope.
Yeah.
That's not a bad
It's
quality
great.
to have.
Yeah, no, it's phenomenal. It helps me a lot in life. But in that same manner, if I like binge watch a show, dog, I like take on that anxiety, like you're saying. Like,
Gotcha.
like I'll be out and I'm like fucking look like. Do you
Yeah.
think that's
Man.
you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like I used to think I
Suspenseful
was
shit. He'll be like,
crazy.
The
he'll be
mind's
at,
gonna roll up.
he'll be
on
at
you or
work and be
something.
like, God, man, I can't. I hope he's okay.
I hope he's gonna make it, dude.
Golly, I
Yeah.
can't believe what's going on with Opie.
They're like, Chucky, you seem kind of down today. He's like, man, Jax is in the hospital, bro.
You see?
Yeah, dude.
They're saying he may not
Jackson's
pull
son's
through.
missing.
Yeah, man.
They took his son.
Hey, that was a good one, man.
Bro, it's the shit.
That
Breaking
one-
Bad, another phenomenal show.
Absolutely.
It's the
Those
best show-
two.
That's the best show ever made
I'ma
to
tell
me.
You think so? It's
Like,
usually
in that
one or
style.
two. Go ahead, one. My bad.
What y'all think about the other one with the dragons and shit, man?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Amazing. Watched it too.
I haven't watched
fuck
that
with
one,
Game of- man,
so I can't say
I
what.
haven't either.
I'm talking about
Okay,
crazy.
We're
So-
the last two
Crazy.
people on
That's-
Earth.
So my
that's damn
pushback with Game of Thrones was the sorcery shit, like the dragons and shit.
that's
Like
why
I
I haven't watched
I don't get into that. I've never like even wanted. Like it's not like, ooh, I can't wait to see. It's this shit.
But the
no
graph-
thanks.
the
You better hope
graphics.
no dragons are watching this.
But all it
Yeah, I
takes,
know, right?
all it takes is to just get in it, man. Maybe like 4 or 5 episodes,
That's
and
a
you
good-
are there.
that's 4 or 5 hours.
And
That's
it
a
was
good
crazy. Is the whole
Definitely
series
is.
on
It's
my,
a
it's on my Voodoo. I just had never watched it.
Really?
Somebody gave me a code for the whole series.
I love Chad's Voodoo. We've spoke about this
okay.
a million
What's a-
times.
what's a Voodoo?
So Voodoo is a
Don't
Digital
snitch on
movie
yourself.
library.
subscription service that we have, right?
Don't snitch on yourself.
All right.
Right. It's a online movie service to where if you get like, say you go buy a DVD and it comes with a digital download code.
Yeah,
that's where that digital download code. Vudu is owned by Fandango.
So this is something that like all of SMP can use.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I pay for it.
Once
So, yeah.
again, don't
I've
speak
had
on
it.
yourself.
I've had Chad's.
Voodoo ain't bootleg though.
But yeah, it's 1,000,000%. Like you have to wait till movies are available, and then you go buy them, and then you have the digital copy. But then you have like an online video, right?
Oh, okay. All right.
Chad has over 1,200 movies.
It's like 1,400 now.
It's crazy.
And
How many
Look,
snapbacks do you have?
Chucky was trying to get some
You're
dap.
just leaving it dry. It's cool though. I just
dude,
look
your
like
new
I'm holding the
tat.
axe.
Your new tat.
Which one? The Elvis?
Elvis.
Oh, that's a few years old. I did recently get Dolly Parton though.
Oh, dude, that's fire. dude.
Dolly.
Yeah. I recently got Dolly.
Shout out Chucky.
Shout out Adam the Kid.
Dolly's now that's Mildred.
I can't wait till Squint says the
Dolly is Mildred.
Can't wait till Squint says what?
I just did an Elvis impersonation and curled my lip.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, till I see the replay. You know I'm named after Elvis. My middle name. That's where my
For
mom.
real?
Yeah.
Your
She named me
middle name's
Elvis Aaron Presley. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wild.
All right.
It ain't though. But they're saying though, like
Fun back button
on the conspiracy level, like
Did I miss? Is your middle name Elvis?
Aaron.
Aaron. Okay, I was
Elvis's middle name is Aaron.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Right.
I thought you just glanced over there. My name
So-
was Elvis. I was like, how has this never come up before?
What's crazy though is that like on a conspiracy theory where they say Elvis still alive, you know, like he faked his death and all that shit. And now they're saying that on every government document, like even his birth certificate, etc., Aaron is spelled Aron, 1A, which is weird. On his grave, it says Aaron, and he would like on everything it would say Aaron, and mine is named
That's the
Aaron.
one that's the only way that I knew how to spell it.
Right? That's in the Bible and everywhere else. But now that this conspiracy shit's coming out, I've recently saw like the government documents that say Aron. I'm like, damn, I wonder if mom knows that that's like a thing because she named me Aaron after Elvis. Mom was obsessed with Elvis.
Me too. I
They got the A.
Yeah, she'll love that.
I got that from my grandma when she passed.
Really?
Yeah.
You should definitely show her that. She'll
I got
love that shit.
like the Johnny Cash up here, the Dolly, like most of the. I mean, Dolly's just like an icon. She's the best. You know what I mean? She gives kids.
I think
books.
you're the best, Chucky.
I love you so much.
So if you live under a rock or you're just completely stupid and don't follow any of us on a personal level as far as our social medias go,
Fuck you.
yeah, exactly. Fuck you.
Just
But
playing, I love you.
if you do fuck with us, you should know that Chucky V is the newest addition to Show and Prove Entertainment.
Absolutely.
And dude,
Honored to be here,
bro. We are so honored to have you a part of this squad, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Straight up.
and off camera before we started this evening, you know, we probably hung out 30, 40 minutes, and it constantly kept coming around in rotation about how just happy we are to have you a part of this club, part of our club.
So look, the when
That laugh was so aggressive. But yeah, I get it.
That's up there with busting rhymes, man.
That was hilarious.
They still don't know. It's still not out. Well,
right.
I guess when this comes out, it's out. Yeah, shout out Cheesy in that episode, the Bustin' Rhymes episode.
But yeah, the thing about Chucky with the whole Show and Prove thing is, Squints texted me one day and was like, "Man, what about Chucky in S&P?" And I was like, "Bro, I had been thinking about it since I interviewed you. I think it was last year. It's crazy how fast time goes, but
dude, I'm telling you,
and then we did the song. You got on Joe and Jerry,
Yep.
and then we've just been building like the friendship and shit, and like and networking. And then you got on Live Forever, and I was just like, man. I think the same thing you're thinking, Squints. We both had been thinking about it and not really just vocalized it. You know what I mean?
And it happened.
So
and you talk about like, and me and Chad with Show and Prove been doing this over 15 years. And like as we've had discussions with artists about being a part of Show and Prove or running with Show and Prove or representing with Show and Prove, whatever you want to call it. I've never been in a conversation that was just made so much sense and it was like so easy. Chucky was like, absolutely.
y'all are gonna make me blush. Stop.
Dude, it was great though. I mean, honestly, but
that made sense though.
But it's a test.
It means a lot.
But it's a testament to the chemistry that like all of us is just a natural friendship have. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like if none of y'all were making music currently, we'd still find an excuse to get over here and sit on this couch, record. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's hard to find, Chucky. Like we're not out here just continuously hunting down artists. Like when you get that Show and Prove call, bro, there's a level of chemistry that has came to light to where it just makes fucking sense. Like it's not.
We're set right now.
Yeah, we don't pull or pry or hope or nothing. Like it seems every time this happens, it's the most natural thing for everybody, and it just works, dude. And I'm super excited about it, especially like with the first collab on Joe and Jerry and that type shit. And
That's one of my favorite songs.
Man,
that's one of my favorite songs.
That's a lot of people's favorite song on that album, bro.
That's what I was gonna say.
A lot of people's.
A lot of people, and then
we got to do a video for that.
Yeah.
No, for sure. That and in a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot a few more for Joe and Jerry. Yeah, why not? They're great records.
Yeah, dude.
But then to fast forward to your current feature with Chad on Live Forever.
Yeah,
we played that probably 5 minutes before you walked in the door, maybe since you've been here.
Shout out Stoner.
Huge shout out to Stoner.
Fuck yes,
he's the man. He definitely. I mean, bro, he's a producer, man. Like truly when he speaks, I listen.
As you should.
Like even just about anything in life. You know what I mean? The other day was his birthday. I try to give him his
happy
flowers.
belated.
Happy B-Day, Stoner.
Yeah, man.
I try to give him his flowers, man. He's a great human being.
He's so
great
humble.
friend.
He's a sweetheart. You know what I mean? He's a nice fucking guy, man.
I look up to him as like a father, as a husband. You know what I mean? Like he's just a good, genuine soul, and that's just like it's few and far between. You know what I mean? Just like a rare type of friendship, type of person, really. But like when if he gives me advice, like, hey, I would change that word, or I would change this melody. Like, I don't even question it.
Shouldn't, man.
I'm just like, cool, let's run it.
But shout out to you for being open-minded, because some artists in their craft be like, bruh, you do you, I'll do me.
Right.
Yeah, no, I mean, certainly with some people, some engineers, that's how I feel. Because it's just like, let me just work the idea out. You know what I mean? Like,
because you and Stoner, not my bad if I cut you off.
No,
you and Stoner been working together. Like, majority of your like recorded shit is through Stoner, right? Yeah,
100%.
That's great.
All of my good stuff. I'm very blessed, and then like I from the jump, I've tried to like be calculated with stuff. You know, like only put out good stuff that I'm proud of from the jump. Like I've always had the mindset of like, one day I'll be successful with this. I don't want somebody to dig back and be like, listen, this is whack shit. Which sounds odd.
So it's like quality over quantity with
100%.
Yeah, gotcha.
100%. And Jelly used to always preach that to me. Like, look, man, just throw 100 songs at the wall, see what sticks. Like, you don't got to put it out today.
Shout out to the big guy.
You know, 100%, man.
Straight up.
100%. That's who plugged me with Stoner originally.
Fun fact.
Yeah. No, real. Oh, damn, I really thought that was my phone.
No, that's the fun fact.
I was like, I didn't even know that was a sound on my phone.
Yeah.
What kind of message is that? But no, originally I linked up with Jelly, and I was trying to figure out where to record, and he plugged me with T Stone, and he was way out in the boonies, man. And it was awesome. I loved it. But yeah, it was cool. It was basically like,
and to watch
grew from there.
To watch Stoner grow like he has and like his respect level is just the recognition level, I should say. I don't even want to say respect, because I mean he's always had respect as a producer doing what he does, but just to see that stock climb over the years has been interesting to watch. You know what I mean? Because I know, like back then, like at the studio your reference to, like not to put him on Front Street, but I know that was like a rented spot. I know he was like, and that was a thing with Stoner. Like he's like, bro, one day I'm gonna have my own spot, and it's gonna be the way I want it to. And fast forward to now, I'm pretty sure T Stoner would tell you he's pretty comfortable doing what he's doing, and how his new setup. I think he built from the ground up. But like you said, man, this is a great dude all around. We've had the pleasure of having him over here before.
Like you said, but he's a producer though. You know what I mean?
He's not just an engineer.
Yeah, he's not just an engineer. Like he's gonna put it together. I went in my first time going up in that thing, ever meeting him. You know what I'm saying? It was just. We wasn't even there to do what we did. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
So we'll be going to listen to some beats.
And that was when y'all got the beats for that record y'all did with...
Right then.
So, So like...
that was your first time there?
Yeah, so like...
What, oh, man, we made some magic that day.
Yeah.
Dude, what...
Yeah.
Because what was the other song you finished?
Tell Me.
Tell me.
So, bro, Stoner made a pack of beats that he, with us in mind, with our styles in mind. He said, I'm going to play you these beats. I think it was 5 of them, right?
Yeah.
4 or 5 of them. The first beat he played was the Tell Me beat, and 20 seconds in, me and one looked at each other and was like, that's the one. He was like, you don't want to hear the other ones? We were like, no, that's the one.
Yeah,
one started going, like he knew, and it was just like that.
That's when we, the birth of Barstool Chatty.
Barstool Chatty, yeah.
Yes, sir.
And then we did, All right. That wasn't something that we didn't have that beat or anything. That was like...
No, that was right there in the moment.
Yeah, bro. So that was 2 of them.
Son was like, I kind of got something. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
But I was like, I could vibe to this.
Man, to be a fly on the wall that day. That would be dope.
Hey, it was dope, man.
It was a good time.
It was cool, man. But him and like Stoner and Dub both, I look at them with high levels of respect because of them being actual producers. No shade to producers that are more beat makers. Like these guys not only make dope ass beats, but they legit produce records. Man. You know what I'm saying? As far as
not only
the artist, and
not only that, they produce accordingly to what artist they're working with.
Oh, yeah,
you know what
sure.
I mean? Like
Yeah,
you have to adjust to you know, if honestly, if I'm working with Chucky on a 4 or 5 hour block, and then you know he walks out the room, whoop de whoop, and then O&E walks in to switch over to that type of contribution would be like, that's some Mozart type shit, bro.
And he just does it in the spot.
Exactly.
The other cool thing about
make it-
Stone
he make it
is
look easy.
he'll mix it like as you're going. So like you're just like, I'll run that back, and you're doing something for 10, 15 seconds.
That's how Dub
He's
does
mixing
too,
and mixing. Yeah. Shout out Dub too. He'll mix and mix and mix. So like when you leave, you're leaving the studio with a bounce down version.
Yeah.
And 90% of people will be like, damn,
That
that's
sound
mixed
good.
and mastered. That's on the radio. And you're like, no, it's the rough version.
No, wait till it is though. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
no.
It was crazy, man.
There's so many different ones, like especially that we work with them too, and then you got Fate, you got Wee Wee. There's you got
Yeah, they all
there's
got their own
a bunch, man.
cookbooks.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a song with Fate.
Oh, we can
That's-
probably make
that's-
that
That's
happen.
some real deal.
That's
stuff.
family, dog.
Can I tell you? I was like, I followed him for a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've known who he is for a long time, and I'm pretty positive he follows me. But I just assumed it was like for jewelry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I went to introduce myself at the live recording.
Yep.
And he was like, Chucky V, and I was truly like fan. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
What?
shit.
You know who I am?
Truly, man. I was like, what?
That's fire though.
Yeah, I like had his whole little thing, like, hey man, I make music, and
Hey.
like I had it all in my head. And he was just like Chucky V, and I was like, hey,
Shout out to Fate.
Fate's such
shout
a
out
good
Fate
dude, bro.
Eastwood, man.
Yeah, he's a real one, man.
Been listening to his music for a while, man.
Yeah, man. He's a
He's a regular over here. He's been on the show 3 or 4 times now.
And I was glad too that we got like he produced 3 records on Live Forever.
Facts.
And the one with Bezel Gang, the one with him and Paper, and then the one with Troy Money Trap, and one. And
Yeah,
Fate's, I'm just glad he's back creating. Not that he stopped, but like he's back like in that bag now, man. And I'm glad seeing it. Like I'm hoping that he's gonna work on a Dirty Harry album and like and keep pushing at it because he's a goat in Nashville,
Man,
bro.
that motherfucker with Bezel Gang on it, it's crazy.
I love that beat, bro.
That beat
Prime.
is
That's such a
crazy.
good
The
record. I
song's
love that
crazy.
record.
Liquid Death, cut the check.
Cut
Man,
it. Cut
for
it.
sure.
Shout out to Vac and Cali too for sliding
yeah.
on that track too, man.
Yeah,
and
man.
when people
They've
see
been
that
doing it
track,
for a fucking
oh,
minute.
dude, legends.
Goats.
2001, bro. That's when I first heard them. Yeah.
I don't know if Live, I don't know when this comes out, but Live Forever, available
It's right
September
around the corner.
29th if it's
Yeah.
not available now, whenever this drops.
The link will be in the description, and whether it's pre-order or if it's already out, but y'all be sure to get that.
Get it.
We're
Proud
trying
of
to
that
really
one.
knock stuff out the park from here on out, man. Not that we weren't trying before, but
Bangers only.
Bangers only.
Big S&P has got unlimited. It's almost like we got a contra code. I feel like
Oh man,
I agree.
with like the material we're fixing to drop, it feels like it's gonna be unlimited ammo. Like
Yeah.
that shit is back to back, man.
Yeah, man.
Like,
I can't wait for Blood in the Water.
Oh
me,
man,
bro, that
you and me
song's-
both.
yeah.
You
What's
and-
that?
I got
What's
the
Blood in
song,
the Water?
I got the song called Blood in the Water,
Oh my god.
and it's probably one of my most favorite songs I've ever been a part of.
Fire. Love it.
You know
I
what
love
mean?
these talks.
One of my most favorite hooks I've ever written.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
And then I just happened to be like, hey, would one of y'all want to get on it? And they both got on it.
Oh, okay. So this is Chucky V featuring Chad Arms and O&E.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Blood in the Water.
Absolutely.
Look
Yes,
forward to
sir.
that.
I cannot wait, man.
Y'all hear me inquiring. I may have heard this before.
You've heard the hook. for
Okay,
sure.
perfect. I love this. But I love when I lose sight of certain. That's how much material
Yeah,
we're
dude,
juggling.
I'm so excited
Yeah.
for that record, produced by T Stoner.
Oh, man.
And we'll play it after the episode, but like it's fire. Bro. It's
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Upgrade to the VIP now. And you
Hell
can hear it.
yeah, hell yeah,
for
dude.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? We're setting it up.
But like, man, it's just good to see. It's good to see the brotherhood and the camaraderie and everything that we've been able to keep going with. Obviously, me, One, and Squints have known each other for years, bro. And you know, like, but with the
When did y'all
addition of
first
you-
link up?
Who?
Me and Squints.
Yeah, when did y'all first become
Dude,
friends?
so I met Squints and B Howard
07.
and C Chance
B. Howard, he's one of the guys.
all in the same
I
night,
love his
bro.
music.
Yeah.
I was honored to meet him too, man.
Yeah, dude. I met Squints at some random hole in the wall bar in Gallatin. It was a
We were performing. I had brung B. Howard out with me.
another, and I was performing, and I didn't know him. He didn't know me. I think we had heard of each other.
Facts.
But it was shout out Cliffy D. It wasn't DJ Cliffy D. It was
Shout
a dude
out
named
Cliffy D. That's my guy.
Yeah, my dog Cliffy had an album release party. I think's what it was.
Yes.
And
Something like it. Birthday, some
Yeah,
shit.
Squints was on a song on his album, and I think he was there doing that and some other stuff. and we just started chopping it up. Chance, shout out to Chance.
What year was this?
07.
Yeah.
07.
Chance had
I was
a
in 10th
radio.
grade.
Chance had a radio thing
Damn,
set up.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
You're
man.
young, Chucky.
He
I
had
didn't know
a
you were that
radio
young.
thing set up, bro.
I called him the wrong name on the radio station.
Yeah,
I remember that. I like we're talking about Chance, right? Our guy
Yeah.
Chance, and he had a dude. Chance was ahead of the curve with this shit too, bro.
Internet radio, no.
Internet radio. He had his own little radio show going on or something, and it was the first time I'd ever met Chance in person. So to my defense, I approached him thinking he was someone else. I sat down for like a little interview with him, and I referenced to him 2 or 3 times during the interview as that somebody else. Shout out to Chance for never stopping me, never correcting me, never saying, "Hey, bro, that's not my fucking name." Yes, our guy Chance,
marketing guy. Yeah.
I want to say I kept calling him C. Rich or something like
No,
that.
that's what he went by.
I called him something else then.
Yeah,
he just rolled
DJ
with
C.
it.
Rich was like because he did like little mixtapes and stuff, and it was when MySpace was really big.
He was DJing live music.
Yeah.
Top 8.
Shout out Top 8.
Shout out
Top 8
man.
energy.
That caused
I had like a
that caused
12,
so many
16.
fights
They
between
got
people. I'm
weird
sure.
for a while, yeah.
did.
Top 32. It's like, you don't know that many
So,
people.
fun fact. Back during this time, you could go to squint615.com, right? That was my URL. But in reality, it literally forwarded to myspace.com/squint615, right? And then Joe Rilla, shout out Joe Rilla, had my shit looking like a website anyway. It didn't matter. You know what I mean?
Playing music and
Absolutely.
everything. Hell yeah.
Fun fact though, if you literally right now go to myspace.com/squint615, that URL is still current. It still brings up information. If you guys know your URLs from MySpace,
Which song is on your
You can
page?
probably still some shit.
the one with me and Ice Cold J's on there.
All money.
Yeah, there's a couple on there, but it was from when I think when MySpace went down, I was showing proof and we was moving.
It went down to like 2010.
Yeah, so we were moving and I was indulged with showing proof by then. So it's probably flooded with
We moved
stuff
over
I
to
did with
Facebook.
Blaze and all that. There's some good records on there regardless, but I didn't know MySpace was still like a thing. Like I went there though trying to find the photos.
It was supposed to become a music thing. Justin
Well,
Timberlake.
Timberlake bought it. I thought.
it was
Really?
something like that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
A few years
Yeah,
back,
shout
and then
out
nothing ever.
I don't know him, but
I
shout out.
logged
Shout
in
out, he's
mine about
Memphis.
2 years ago.
Oh, really? You
About
can still
2
log in
years-
there?
No, this is 2 years ago. I don't know about that, but I logged in.
I
about 2
saw
years ago.
a movie trailer last night with Justin Timberlake in it.
For real?
Yeah.
He's one of those people that's like
Yeah,
good at anything.
yeah.
Like he picks up
Right.
a basketball, he's good. He
Facts.
sings good, dances good. It just
What'd you say, Bubba?
No, I was telling him about what you call it. Go ahead, my bad.
Shout out to the couches for multiple conversations.
we're just
I love
bragging
it.
on Justin Timberlake for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason.
He's watching.
Nothing
this.
important.
He is watching.
This is what we do, man. We rabbit hole city, man.
But I heard Justin Timberlake. I saw Justin Timberlake on a movie trailer last night. It's on my YouTube history. I need to show you that. It was a fire ass movie too. And then I also saw that Trolls. You know, this little silly movie Trolls.
Yeah, of course.
Is making another one.
Oh, love it.
Right. And then there's a great movie. It's got kids, especially. They're great movies.
I've got a few.
So they said the soundtrack, like featuring, right? And there's like
Phenomenal
ads going at always, right? And there's like all the names are popping up. What about the last name on it? Only reason I'm mentioning this because we're talking about Justin Timberlake, NSYNC, and they're saying that NSYNC is planning a reunion
That makes
tour
sense.
coming up. I thought it made sense too. The longer they've waited to do this, the more money they're going to make doing it.
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna tell you somebody who's gonna make some money now if they can pull it together.
Backstreet Boys killed that.
Showing proof.
That's inevitable.
Trump too.
Yeah.
But if there's a Hot Boys reunion,
Oh, dude.
Now the BG's home.
BG's home.
He's back like today, right?
Like, y'all know, I bet Turk waiting by the phone. I bet Turk wants that to happen more than anybody.
Dude, don't think that can't happen, dude, because that shit could easily happen.
How long was BG's hair?
Put some respect.
Dude, he's
That was
been in there
long.
11 years, man.
That was down
It's
there.
crazy it's been that long, but
that's crazy though. man. After
who was
all
y'all's
that
favorite?
time-
Was Wayne y'all's favorite hot boy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
100%.
BG.
Just because he was our age.
BG was? Okay, yeah.
BG was hard, bro.
I
That's
love
a lot of
I've
people
loved
But you
his
gotta
flow.
think, back then, BG was the hardest. in
No,
Canada.
yeah,
Oh, for
right,
sure.
right.
You know what I'm
Super
Without a
dope.
doubt.
Me and Amy yesterday watched him getting out, or day before. Whenever he got out, we watched like clips and shit. I was showing her, and then we went down a rabbit hole of BG.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, dude.
Like,
Going, love it.
Yeah.
man, all that shit, man. What's that? He had the volume 1, the volume 2.
Yeah, Chopper
Oh, yeah,
City in the ghetto.
Chopper
It's all
City
on-
in the
it's
Ghetto.
all on you.
Yeah,
It's all on you,
It's all
volume
on
one.
you.
The blue one and the green
It's
one.
all on you, volume 2. Yeah,
Yeah, the blue one was.
the volume 2 was.
I remember that was-
I like the green one probably a little
And
better.
what's crazy
I
is
was
that
hard.
It's
I
crazy.
just remember having the
Bruh,
blue one for some reason.
right, in your
I was
CD
a
book.
child. You know what I mean? Like it was a CD I should not have. Like I remember that.
one of the things crazy too, because when BG had this all on you volume 1 and 2, and then Big Timers had How You Love That Volume 1 and 2, and it was almost the exact same album. There was just a couple of tracks that were different or something.
Yeah.
But Cash Money back then, like BG was definitely, because Wayne was so young, bro. Wayne was like 15,
14,
16.
14.
He was a kid.
He was like younger than that when he
12.
signed.
He was 12.
But I'm saying when BG's was dropping those records,
Oh, yeah.
Wayne was like on the come up. Juvenile had that more mainstream feel or appeal, with the
They bet the house on Juvie.
Yeah.
We're coming out with 400 degrees. Like that's where they sort of bet.
started it.
Yeah.
BG, I think it was some people right before BG, but out of the Hot Boys, BG was the first one up.
there was some other dudes with the Big Timers, like Mac and Stone, I think.
I want to say on the first Hot Boys album, Wayne was 14. I want to say
Get
that.
It How You Live. I think he was in 13 or 14 for sure. Because Wayne's a year older than me. Or Wayne, I think Wayne's your age. I think he's like the same age as you. I'll look it up, but I'm pretty sure that Wayne was 13 when Get It How You Live came out.
I'm excited to see what BG does. I hope he gets back into music fast. I mean,
He's going to, and I bet them interview. I bet BG's getting some bags for these interviews too.
Yeah.
He's finna hit up. I'm sure he's going to hit up Breakfast Club,
All of them,
and 85 South. Shout out Don Tripp just got on there. I saw that.
Hey, big shout out to Don Tripp.
85 South Show?
Yeah,
I got to tap in.
I don't think it's out yet, but he posted that he had went there with
Shout out Tripp.
Give me with the fun fact.
Sure.
Yeah.
First performance I ever did in rap
Oh, this is great.
was opening for Don Tripp.
Oh, wow.
Not like at his invitation. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, you paid a slot.
Somebody did, yeah.
Gotcha.
Like, look, I went to this place in Jackson, Tennessee. Shout out Cash First TNT.
Okay.
They let me come and record a song, and literally, like, while we're recording, dude's like, man, you ever want to do a show? I was like, oh, that'd be cool. He's like, what about Friday?
Oh shit!
I'll be here.
I was like this Friday? He's like, yeah. He's like, we're opening for Don Tripp at the Mix Factory.
Shout out to the Mix Factory.
It's gone. I mean, the building's still there. It's been like a dozen different clubs since.
Fuck
Jackson,
you,
Tennessee.
Ashurion. They bought it.
Probably.
They did.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
who bought that
Okay,
building.
damn,
Yeah.
all right.
They still own it now.
But yeah, so went there. We opened. I was probably one of 6 white people in the building.
Okay.
It was a great time. Absolutely great time. Did my performance. I hope there's video somewhere. But I did the performance, and like 2 people after us, the sound machine just cut out.
Oh, shit.
Just static.
I love Chucky sound effects, bro.
Thank you, man.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was.
You're killing it, bro.
Don
Killing
Tripp
it.
gets on. He's like yelling. He's like, the sound machine's down, but y'all came for a show. I'm going to give you a show. He did like 5 or 6 songs a cappella.
Wow.
Crowd singing along with it.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Love it.
And then was just like, obviously, I'm not going to do a whole, you know what I mean?
What year was this?
2011, 2012, probably
years.
2012.
So about
yeah,
a year or so after
maybe 13.
the letter to my son started popping off, he did that. In
Oh, yeah,
09,
no,
I
for
know,
sure,
it was
yeah.
on the pod, but
Yeah, it was probably like Step Brothers time.
yeah,
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like he was
Yeah.
popping, especially in Memphis, Jackson. That, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was smash. Like it was such an honor to get up. You know.
Yeah.
And then to fast forward at DJ Coop, shout out DJ Coop.
Shot
yeah,
Coop.
for sure.
At one of his birthday bashes a few years, a few years. It's been like probably like 8 years now.
Yeah,
He's been doing them a long time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I love him. Boy, I used to get wild at those things. I used to love going to his birthday
Hey,
bashes.
it's easy to do.
Yeah.
Shot Coop.
But anyway, Tripp was there, and I was like, hey, good to meet you. He was super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gave me a handshake, all that stuff. And then I was like, man, you're probably not going to remember this, but the first show I ever did was opening for you. And he's like looking at the ground like it's a club, you know what I mean? So not like ignoring me, but just like listening.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you probably don't remember it, but the sound went out. And I could see him smile. And he looked up. He was like, "Yeah, at the Mix Factory." He's like, "I remember that." He's like,
Man, shout out to the Mix Factory.
It was so dope though that he like, you know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
it was
cool.
so dope because I mean that was a solidifying moment as a fan
Yeah,
for me
yeah.
to see somebody like come and still give a show,
Yeah.
even though the sound was messed up.
Oh, because
You know what I
he
mean?
could have easily said "fuck it" you know
And
what I'm
left.
saying?
Yeah, I'd got paid.
Like still walked in, still get the back end, and boop.
Yeah, we fuck with Trip.
But
Super
yeah,
tough
no,
here.
man.
Yeah,
I'm so glad that he's getting his flowers right now. I hope
Oh,
he
dude.
grows 10 times, 100 times. You know what I
I
mean?
think he's going to, man. And
Oh man, I hope so, man. I pray for the success.
yeah.
He's a rare listen. You know what I mean? Like when you go across like the whole genre, like he's noticeably sets himself aside and he has his own lane of the way he does this shit.
There's
you
a
know what
lot
I mean?
of rappers. There's very few storytellers.
There it is. That's
You
what I'm
know
saying.
Like
you know what I mean?
he really will walk you through it. Like
and then
you know,
and then when you separate it to like say like a storyteller title, each one of the storytellers that get that title have their own way of telling the story. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
and I think that's what I love.
Like
about
when you
Don
watch
Tripp.
a film and you're like, oh, I can tell that's a Tarantino.
Absolutely.
Or I can tell that's a Scorsese.
There it is.
You know.
Yeah,
Those might be the only two producers that I know.
no, for sure.
Michael Bay, maybe.
I
Shout out
I know
Michael Bay. He's
exactly what
probably
you're saying though. Same with like Tarantino or Scorsese or any kind of director gives you a feel. Talking about Lil Wayne, we was talking about he was born September of '82. Get It How You Live dropped October of '97. So he was 15 when it dropped.
Gotcha.
But he was probably 14,
Recorded
13
at
when
14.
it
Because I want to say there's a record on it. He's only featured on a few records on that. You know, like 3, maybe 4, I think, where he has like noticeable verses. And I want to say in one of them he says 14, like as a bar.
Well, see, there was rumors
I was
too.
obsessed with that album.
There was rumors too. I don't know if it's rumors. It may be fact, but I don't want to say it's fact because I don't know. But they said he ghost wrote a lot of stuff for some of the guys in that camp, even as a kid.
Oh, I don't.
I believe
I'm sure probably for Baby.
Yeah.
But like,
He's got a new single right now. Have y'all seen that?
Hey, put some respect.
Chad,
some respect, I'll treat you.
while you're on there, will you look up Wayne's new?
Hey, while we're at it,
Shout
out Holy Center.
We got those.
Highlight, Doobie.
Highlight.
Love them fellas.
They brung those over here personally and gave them to us before they were available, which was super. We got like the first set of pillows. Shout out
That's
to those
dope.
guys, man. Love
I need
those
to buy
guys.
some of that stuff. I love those guys, man.
They're on fire with it.
so
Yeah, it is.
September 1st, he dropped a single called Cat Food. I haven't.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
But I
With
just
the K,
added it to my
right?
life.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to it yet.
There's a visual too for that.
It looked
Check
weird.
that out.
It looked trippy.
Check that song out.
Trippy.
So Wayne's snapping, bro. I mean, he's just snapping. It's one of those like it's
He's
like
in
an
my top
Millie
5
type
all
shit
time.
where it's just bar after bar after bar after bar where you can't even catch up.
Do you remember that phase from like 06 to 2011, maybe like 2010, where it didn't matter? It could be a country song,
Let's be real.
like
Let's
a
be
gospel
real.
song,
Like the Lollipop
and there was a
era.
Lil Wayne hopping on it.
But let's be real though.
Yeah.
How long he been out? Since he was 15?
Yep.
Yeah, 07.
From that stretch on now.
Yep.
Who's been better?
Nobody.
he's the
bro.
GOAT, bro.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Wayne's in my
gotta
top.
be number
Wayne's in my
one.
top 5.
When
he's
people
not-
have these arguments about
The top
I'm not gonna say
whatever.
dude's name, but
Yeah.
somebody that came way after him and is now in jail. When they even have that argument, I'm just
Yeah. Nah, man. It don't make no sense. For one, they don't have the longevity.
No.
They don't have like the iconic bars, the iconic songs. They have the ain't no telling. I saw a list of all the fucking plaques that bro had, that Wayne had.
There's no telling.
That
That's
shit
crazy.
had. It looked like
Hundreds.
Michael Jackson type
bro.
shit.
Shout
Like,
out to
it's-
Michael Jackson. That's the
it's-
GOAT,
man. You know
The
what I mean?
GOAT.
Like if you think about it, like motherfuckers who's hot right now, the Drake and Nicki's and all them motherfuckers who
all of them combined are
Wayne
not a
put
Michael
on,
Jackson.
You know what I mean? But dude he had their numbers back then, and still had their numbers while they was doing their numbers. Does that make sense?
100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
100%.
different levels, man. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, I think too. Like, I think as far as like if you was to do a versus, I think the only one, I think the best matchup for Wayne. I mean, obviously besides Drake, but I think Eminem would probably be the closest. Like Eminem and Wayne,
As far as longevity, and
just as far as catalogs.
Yeah,
And so, I mean, other than
Yeah.
Drake, but like Drake's more. I'm talking about rappers though.
Yeah, we're talking about rappers. That's why I was waiting to
Drake's
jump in there and say
Drake's
it.
different, but
like there's so many artists that are like great at what they do and considered the best at what they do, etc. Well, when I like just break it down, we're just talking about rapping.
You can't leave Drake off there with rapping either.
We're talking about busting rhymes though, dog.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes for sure.
You
I
can't-
gotta go
Wayne's one of
Wayne,
the
dude.
best- Wayne's one of the best
all
rhyme
time.
busters of all time.
Yeah.
Eminem's in one of the best rhyme busters too.
And I think with M though, it's more about how complicated he can make it. Does that make sense? He'll make
Now for sure that's how it is.
he can make words rhyme that don't rhyme. You know what I mean? And that's something that, and it's
Yeah,
all about
that's a real
the way he
skill.
portrays his syllables, etc. Like the way he would draw out words. Maybe he would rhyme syllables instead of the actual words, and that's when shit gets like tricky to me. Like I understand like the argument about him being like one of the best lyricists or whatever, or same with Wayne. I get all that, but in my personal opinion, I do consider him one of the best to ever do it. But he does it a little different.
True.
Yeah.
Just
Different
all
storytelling.
around, like
all the greats do it different.
pound for pound, though. I think Wayne is my number one, dude. I really do. Like,
I can't doubt it. I can't doubt it.
I agree.
who's my
Listen.
favorite old school? Pac. You know what I'm saying? Like, but who was the most influential to me, like inspiring to me coming up? Had to be him. I mean, come on, what the fuck? Think about when I was growing up. Like, I dyed my hair blonde for years, bro.
I would need to see photos of this. But
Man,
I
They're out
can
there.
already
bro.
see it.
They're out there. I'm talking about, and I did my shit different. Everybody was like doing that shit yellow. Like, I went and got my shit white.
Squint Shady.
Squint Shady.
Squint
Shady, dude.
I did it all the time. Anybody that like everyone's school and shit with me, they could clearly tell you that I walked around bleach blonde hair, full head too. Not just the top. Like
there's some people who name we got to put some respect on though. Like,
we could do this all day.
The Jay-Z, you got to put respect on Jay-Z name. And
sure.
I'm gonna tell you one man that don't get enough shine, man. Jadakiss. He don't get
one of the goats.
He don't get enough shine either.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know the Jadakiss ad lib?
Exactly. Yeah. And can still do numbers and shit. Hop on songs with Mariah and the new motherfuckers to this day. He can still do this shit.
I feel like Jadakiss is one of the most slept on.
Absolutely.
For
just
sure.
from the standpoint of
top 5, dead or alive.
No, for sure. With if we're just talking rapping ability, like for me, obviously Jadakiss, Wayne, Eminem, like.
Of course, the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, those for sure. Like, and I know everybody's gonna say, I respect.
Fuck you! It's our couch and Mike. We can say what we want.
I respect everybody that says this, but Jay-Z's not even in my top 5,
man.
And I hate saying that. I think Jay-Z's dope as fuck. He's a goat.
He ain't mine either.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna text him that right now.
I don't know. I got to put him up, Bill.
I'll put him up there, but he ain't in my top 5.
I got to put him in my top 5.
This is an argument. We're just gonna start arguing.
This is why I got to put him up in my top 5. For one, he done said some of the fly shit.
No,
right?
for sure.
Bars
for sure.
like a motherfucker. Not only that, he don't write the shit.
Yeah.
Pound for pound, Wayne.
You know what I'm saying? He don't write the shit. I'm still picking Wayne over Jay.
I love.
He's in my top 5 rap entrepreneurship.
Man,
yeah.
I mean,
if we're just breaking it down,
like I love his hustle. I love the way that he's become a billionaire. Like I love everything about him.
Yeah, the
But
creative.
I don't know if he's in my top 5. He's
agree.
definitely in my top 10. No doubts about
Facts, all facts.
No doubts about
it. The clip though of Jay-Z though, bro. There's a clip, and it's right around the Black album when Dirt Off My Shoulders came out. Right? Have you ever seen that clip of him in the studio with Timbaland?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And he hears the first like 4 chords of Dirt Off Your Shoulders, and then Timbaland stops the beat and is like, you ain't ready for that.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that clip?
Because he went crazy.
Oh my God, bro.
He went crazy, got the frown in his face up.
Yeah, you see him just vibing, and he's watching Timbaland from across the room, and Timbaland's like dancing, just doing the most random shit, and he sees Timbaland go like that in a dance. And when he does that, you see that fucking light bulb.
Think about this shit like,
man.
He don't say a word. You see him just go. Like he just, you see,
I got it.
bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
And then
Like I
Timbaland
got it.
stops the beat, and Jay starts going, woo, and that's kind of like the end of the clip. But that
I
clip,
want to see this.
and I'm not a huge Jay-Z fan. I'm like you, maybe top 10, for sure top 10, but I don't think he'd fall in the top 5 of me.
Listen though, man. You to not that's GOAT activity, right?
Of course.
Oh, he's
I'm not
a goat
saying
for
it's
sure.
not.
Yeah, I
You know
love
what
him.
I mean?
He's one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
That shit, man. To be able to just to come up with songs like that right there, you know what I mean?
Gold.
Or just I ain't writing shit down. Just put me in the booth. I ain't writing shit down. We gonna go with it. Matter of fact, I might do it straight through.
All the way, yeah.
I want y'all to see that new
So,
Wayne single. That shit's crazy.
There's another video of Jay-Z and it's Rick Rubin, and Rick Rubin walks in and he's talking about, hey, you know the how 99 Problems starts. And he's like, I'm thinking like,
I think we should change it.
He gives him the idea right there. He gives him the idea how to change it.
I've
right
heard
there.
that.
Like,
I've seen
I got
that clip.
99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
Yeah,
Like, and then
he
it ends.
recites it, and he goes, "Brr," and Jay goes,
Yeah, that's what I love that clip. That's
That's a
where I
great
thought you were
clip.
going at first, but
Another Jay-Z's. There's some good footage of Jay-Z, and then have you seen the footage of him on the Backstage DVD? And it's him and DMX backstage, and they're freestyling.
and
Bro,
shit.
it's fire as fuck.
Yeah, I
it's
did
so
see
fire.
this.
Yeah.
DMX kind of they go back and forth a few times, and
I
then
love DMX.
DMX gets ready to start another time, and then he goes, "Damn, bro, them are bars, bro." Like he kind of backed off for a minute.
that's
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
DMX is definitely a goat, man. R.I.P.
Yeah, he was a dog.
Gone too
he was
soon.
a dog with that too, man.
I like the old school footage. Shout
I love that footage of DMX at like Lollapalooza or one of those places.
Like a
where it's
million people or 100,000 people.
Gosh, yeah, dude. Like
That
Woodstock.
Woodstock, that's probably what it was. Yeah,
It's like Woodstock '99.
Lollapalooza.
Shout out Lollapalooza.
Don't listen to me.
I went to Lollapalooza '97 with Cypress Hill, Outkast.
Shout out Cypress Hill. I got to go on that
Snoop
tour.
Dogg.
Shout out to Outkast, man. Them some random motherfuckers too that they don't
Andre
get. They don't
3000
Love Andre.
He's
3000.
a lot of people. He's a lot of
Big Boy as
people's
well.
number one, bro.
Big boys with
Yeah.
Andre 3000 talking shit.
You
though.
can spot Andre 3000 in the wild right now, just walking around playing a
flute.
Yeah, bro. That's one of the
In China,
wildest
Japan.
Yeah, man.
Like I love these random photos of like I was in the airport and I saw this guy walking around.
He spends a lot of time in Japan.
Andre 3000.
Yeah,
I
man.
think that's so dope.
Yeah, that's what you do is your millions. When
He's a true goat. Like he's somebody as well, like similar to Busta Rhymes, like a different flow cadence,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah, man.
But would accentuate words, change words, syllables, how you pronunciate it, just to go with the flow, but it not sound cheesy. Because a lot of people will do that to make one word fit.
Yeah.
But to do it to 8 words in a row.
Dude, think about when Andre 3000 switched on the melodic factor too. You know what I mean? Like that
gosh,
wasn't a
bro.
thing early on, and well, I guess he'd
a huge-
sprinkle it in here and there.
That's a huge influence in
You got to
Chucky
think,
D.
Yeah.
he wasn't a thing though. Like he jumped out the gate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He started putting on a blouse with the wide bottom.
Doing some weird shit.
Doing weird
with
shit.
The fish, with the see-through boots or some shit.
Yeah.
You know
The
what
shit
I'm
we
saying?
see like Lil Uzi Vert doing now.
Yeah,
He does
you know
some
what I
weird
mean?
shit, man.
Super
But-
weird shit.
He's a satanic.
Hey, them
He's on
boys-
some
Agreed.
shit.
Yeah.
Lil Uzi Vert, Lucifer. That's all.
Yeah.
Tells you all you need.
Shout out to Uzi Vert, man. He
But
probably
I ain't gonna lie. There's a couple Lil Uzi
Hope
Vert
he is.
songs that
Fuck
are
you.
on a playlist that I think are dope. But
Can I
I
tell you a
don't look
great
through his
story?
catalog
Please.
or nothing.
In like 2018, I believe it was 2018. All right. One of my buddies calls me. He's like, hey, for 10 grand, we can hop on this tour. It's going to colleges. It's with this guy named Lil Uzi Vert. And I was like, his name is what? And he's like,
Yeah.
Lil Uzi Vert, right? So I hang up with that phone call because I'm like, dog, 10 bands is a lot of money, right?
For sure.
To hop on somebody else's tour.
Absolutely.
So I call Cushy. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Oh man.
Cushy, I love you. Rest in
Yeah.
peace to my guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to pour some of this out outside because I don't want to mess up Squint's carpet, but
Yeah.
God, I love.
He gets a tribute at the end of
That's
every
my guy.
episode
I
since
love
he
him,
passed.
man.
Since
Rest in peace,
the
Cushy.
first episode after Cushy passed, he was added to the tribute list at the end of each episode.
Man, truly broke my heart. That's my twin brother, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know y'all are
Born the
close.
exact same day.
Dang.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
3/8/91 around
Wow,
the same
that's a fun
time and
fact.
everything, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
R.I.P. Cushy.
man.
R.I.P. Cushy.
I don't know if you were aware. We had him booked twice to come by the pod, like the month he passed.
A week before.
Yeah, the week before, and it just kept falling through because Fonzo was moving around a lot, and yeah, it was so unfortunate we didn't get that sit down. But he was literally booked the Friday before, and it got canceled,
It was like-
and then we lost him.
2 weeks after our birthday.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, man, breaks my heart. Truly. What story was I telling?
I don't know.
You said
Something
you
about
called
2018.
You said you called Cushy.
Okay, about Lil Uzi Vert.
10 bands.
So I called Cushy. I'm like, man, have you heard of this guy named Lil Uzi Vert? And he's like, bruh, yeah, dude, snap. He's about to be huge, but So I'm trying to like make the play happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
My dude reaches back out to the guy, and he had that's when that whatever his biggest song was. That was when that he left that college tour and went on his biggest tour. Probably not his biggest tour to date.
Is that All My
what
Friends
was
Are
his
Dead
first?
joint? Is that him?
His first one that I mean,
Chatty Google machine.
All
I'm
My
not a-
Friends Are
I
Dead.
don't know what am I googling?
probably so.
Something like it.
First little Uzi tour.
But yeah, he blew up that year. Like it was cool. That's what that's. I remember calling Cushy though to be like, "Do you know who this guy is?" He's like, "Oh yeah, bro, is hard. He's getting big right now."
I
And
see
sure
some
enough,
of
he
that
was
shit.
big.
I see some of that shit he does now though. I'm like, Chad, that's like, God, dude, I can't.
Yeah, I'm sure it's cool, but it's not
Yeah,
for me.
it's-
All of it.
Yeah,
And that's no diss to him or nothing.
It's
It's just
wild. Him, it's some footage of him stepping out unannounced in New York City.
And then just going nuts.
Shut the city down.
Yeah, no,
shut
he's-
that section of the city down.
Exo Tour Live.
that's crazy.
EXO.
EXO Tour Life. That's what it was.
That was the name of the song.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like that's crazy, man. That's crazy how that stuff works. Another one too. And we can get off this after this, but
I mean, it's
Yeah, because we could do this all night long.
It's the 50th anniversary, man. Why
it
not?
definitely is, man. What about Nas? Where do y'all sit with
50th
Nas?
anniversary.
No, thank you.
Hip hop.
He's great at what he does, but it's just not my
Happy
flavor.
birthday, hip hop.
Does that make sense?
Nas.
No, yeah.
He's
You know,
insanely cold.
I'm from the South, bro. I was born here. You know what I mean? So when it's even the same kind of discussion with Jay-Z. I'm not saying he's not a great rapper. He's not like one of the best to ever do it. I'm not saying none of that shit.
I love B.I.G. though.
Right? Same
Yeah,
story
for
though.
sure,
But
for
it seems like I just related more to Pac, so I always rock with Pac.
I love Pac, but I
Pac is weird.
always listen to more Biggie. I just relate.
Yeah, see, it's in our age groups. It's like that with the Pac and Biggie. It's either like which one do you listen to more of, and
he
it's
was just fat and ugly in Tupac had a 6-pack, and I never had a 6-pack.
I get it.
and
I like
know that was
Newports.
attainable.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit, man. Like Pac is my favorite.
Yeah, me too.
But but the first like tape, the first shit that I've had on my own, the first single was a Biggie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of
Just raw talent.
I kind of, you know, I first got started on that type shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
He would freestyle full songs, melodies, everything about like the whole. You're just like, how did he just
Built
do
different,
you know what I mean?
bro.
I'm telling you, full
R.I.P.
songs. Like
No,
people used to
definitely.
have to really be good though. Like now, somebody can make a song in a studio, chop it up real quick, add auto tune, do all this. You don't even have to necessarily be talented.
Bro, it's crazy
You
too.
know?
Yeah, for sure.
Whereas 20, 30 years ago, studio musician,
Oh yeah.
you had to be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, playing a guitar, singing, the 7 takes, they all had to be spot
Absolutely.
on.
That is so crazy
They're
to me
rolling
too.
tape. It's like, oh, you messed up. It's costing us money. You know,
Yeah,
like now,
working on
fast
tape.
forward, it's like, hey, can I fix that? It's like, no, I got it. Watch. We'll just use this one.
Yeah.
Flip it over here.
When I try to explain to Kimura about, you know, because Kimura's anxious to record with the guys, like, I don't think you met Kimura, my oldest. She's 17.
Okay.
But
I was trying to be cool, like I knew who that was.
it's all good.
I was like, oh, yeah, Kimura, for
she has
sure.
aspirations that get on something. So like as far as a record goes, and like one's been giving her pep talks. Chad gives her, like we all have, and I think now it's just all about the scenario. We just need to create the right scenario to get
for
her in
sure.
there. But
Right here, just record it right.
exactly, like we're
Only way to do it is do it.
yeah, right. But we're working on that too. But the one message we have to continuously preach to her now, and it's not like it used to be like that all the time. It's not like how you can't trust what you initially hear. You know what I mean?
for sure.
What you initially hear, you may think is something. It's not. You know what I mean? Like because when on the back end, someone can make that shit
You got to hear what it's gonna be.
exactly, and that's hard. I think that's hard to explain for somebody that doesn't know. You know what I mean?
Also-
It is absolutely. You got to think she hasn't heard it yet.
Doesn't know the process.
Yeah, once
like
you go through that process,
Yeah.
you'll be good.
Even I mean, I've heard my voice a lot, but even when I first sat down and put the headphones on, it's like,
Facts.
oh, you know,
Tonight, yeah.
like it takes a minute to get used to hearing yourself. So
yeah,
especially
you sound
singing.
great, Chucky.
Thanks, man. But like truly, like growing up in church and stuff, like I'd sing a little bit, and people would be like, "Oh, you need to sing more." And I always just thought people were being nice to me, so I'm like, oh, I can't sing, you know.
yeah.
Right.
It's more of like a personal thing. Like I'm just bad at taking compliments.
But
you know, even
so,
now.
looking back, do you wish you would have started doing that more? Or?
I wish I'd embraced it. I wish
Yeah.
I'd learned how to play piano because once I've dove into singing,
It's so crazy. You just said what
it's
you
like
just said.
it's so. Look, here's my theory. Anybody can play guitar. Like I can pick up a song and play a few songs on the guitar.
Flex.
Like it's not though. Like at
It
a
is.
party, if you pick up, but here's the thing: if you do that, then somebody's like, "Oh, let me see it for a minute," and then
They're gonna outshine you.
and you're just like, "Oh,
they're
okay,
gonna play
cool."
Stairway
Like,
to
Shout out to the sound effects.
and then all the girls just go that way. You know what I mean? But if you walk into a room and there's a piano, first of all, it's kind of a classy room.
sure.
But if the number of people that can play, maybe a dun, 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 you know, that
Very
kind of-
limited.
But if you can sit down and play a piano, boy,
Yes.
you'll have the whole room eating out of your hand.
No,
Facts.
that's-
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
Like
right.
truly,
That's
you know what I'm
facts.
saying?
It's all
Like,
facts.
yeah, no,
In my and these are all. This is 100%. I'm being 100% transparent, and I'm telling y'all something. Okay.
transparent lives matter.
Definitely.
So my grandmother, R.I.P. She died in 2015.
What did you call her?
Granny,
Granny. R.I.P. Granny.
Yeah, rest
Yeah,
in peace,
I bet.
Granny.
piano teacher.
That's what she was?
Yes.
Oh, did she teach you how to play?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry to ask that.
But I didn't want to learn, Chucky.
Well, that's why
And
I'm sorry to ask.
bruh,
I know
if-
you're upset about it.
If I could go back, she did teach my sister. My sister took lessons from her for a few years, but then ultimately, you know, you gotta want to, and
Oh, 100%. I did not want to either.
at all. And I walked by that piano a million times in my life, and then that's one thing I regret the most. And then also, a lot of people don't. I don't think I've ever told you all this, but 4th grade, Smyrna Primary School is where I attended, and they had an audition for. I think it was the class. Maybe it could have been like a couple of classes. They needed a boy solo and a girl solo for the Earth Day deal. It was an Earth Day,
Shout out Earth Day.
Yeah, shout out Earth Day.
So you had to do
Earth
solo?
Day is what you called 420 when you
They
were
did a
kid.
blind audition, so they put
Right.
you like walked into the room, and there was like, and you didn't have to try out, but you could. You know what I mean? And
Would you sing?
yes, sir. And I got behind a blinded cubicle, and I won.
Oh, my
Right?
God.
And I
That's them pipes back out.
bro,
baby.
I would love for this footage to show up because I sang a solo in front of the entire school
Yes.
and all the parents or whatever. My 4th grade year at Smyrna Primary School on the Earth Day, whatever the fuck it was. I don't even.
So the first time you performed was on 420. Probably.
Facts. That'd be great.
That's real.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. That's
I've got
awesome.
footage somewhere of me doing the kindergarten circus in Rome, Georgia. And
Hell
I was
yeah.
the strong man, and I was wearing like a one-piece leotard that was like
What?
stars and stripes. Yeah, my
man.
parents have like the footage, like the still picture.
What?
But our friends, the McPhersons, they've got a
Video.
the video.
Shout out to
yeah.
McPhersons.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to McPhersons, man.
They could own whoever could have the video tape. That's one up in everybody, bro. To have a VHS video recorder was not
That was
common.
a flex.
Big
Bro,
flex.
Are you
I'll
kidding
have
me?
it. I'm gonna
That was
find
a
that
flex.
at my folks' house. I'm gonna find that DVD that was ripped from a VHS of me performing Bubba Sparks Ugly in the talent.
Oh, Chad, I'd love to have
I
I'm
that.
gonna
would
find
pay-
it and bring it over here.
I
and
would
you
pay
put it
good
on your
money for
computer.
that.
Oh, fuck it,
during
don't
that
bring it
same-
over here. I want to watch it on the floor model.
Bro, I did it for real. I did the same shit, and I did Masterpiece Silk the Shocker.
Did you
Yes.
rap off beat
I don't know.
for Silk Sparks? Okay.
Probably. I mean, I should have.
Shout
Shout
out,
out to Silk, man.
shout out Silk the Shocker.
But there
shout out
has
Lex.
to be footage of that 4th grade thing I mentioned. Maybe. I doubt it because that's a long time ago. But my sophomore and junior year in high school, I was in the drama Christmas plays. One of them, I was one of the lead roles. There's footage of that shit out there somewhere. I've just never seen it.
I would love to
Man, I
get this
thought
footage.
just
It'll come out.
just
We get the
you
bag.
Know somebody.
I know, dude. He's over
Yeah,
here fucking
you know.
winning talent shows, singing, and
Yeah.
he's
When-
Martin Scorsese's directing him in plays.
Yeah,
Man.
when we get the bag, all the footage will come. We'll get
Yeah,
it.
somebody
It'll
will
all,
have it.
it'll
Teacher
all
will have
service.
People
it.
always wait till somebody's famous to be like, look how much of a piece
Dude.
of shit this person used to be. And he's
Oh,
like,
dude,
if
I'm gonna
dude was
find
just
it.
a plumber, you wouldn't talk about that.
Right.
I told Bubba about it too, and he thought it was cool, but like it's just kind of crazy how stuff comes around
Full circle.
What year was that?
2001. Yeah.
How old did you say you were?
What song did you do? Ugly?
Oh, bro, I was Harlem shaking up there and everything,
Ooh.
dude. The crowd was going
Ooh.
crazy, dude.
We have to see
I
this.
got
will
it.
pay good
When I
money
go back,
for this
when
footage.
next couple weeks, I'll look through it and find
Oh
it.
my God, I cannot
Because I have
wait.
to sift through a bunch of like.
And I've heard
football
that
games
story.
and shit.
Like,
Yeah.
I've heard the story a million times, but
Oh,
I never
dude.
knew you had footage of
It's
it.
so cringe, bro.
Well, I hate you for never sharing it.
Did y'all
so-
grow up with home videos?
Oh yeah.
Man,
ChadArmesTV was early, bro.
Man.
We didn't have any either.
Yeah.
We didn't
Yeah,
own
my
the
family was
VHS.
poor.
Like,
We didn't either. We would borrow it from my.
recorder,
Yeah.
We would borrow it from my aunt and uncle that when they went out like
the aunt and uncle. Same
When they
thing.
went out of town.
So
when they didn't need it. When we went out of town. Or,
my aunt and uncle lived around the corner from us, and back when my mom and dad were married. This was before 10 years old and younger. We all lived in the same neighborhood. This is God, dude. I can barely remember
That's
any
cool.
of this. Right? It was amazing, bro. And we had a pool in our backyard. Funnest times of my life just as a kid. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, just everybody, we get home from school and go straight into the pool every day.
That's how
Like,
we were at my
Yeah.
dad and papa's house. Yeah.
bruh, it was so much fun. But my aunt that lived in our same neighborhood, they would come over constantly and get in the pool and shit. And when they would decide to bring the video camera, like I remember seeing home movies with that type shit. But I think that was like or when we go to their house and watch their home movies, they'll see clips of us in it, or whatever. But
Yeah,
not a lot of home movies
I'm
like
in
that.
zero
You was
home
cool
videos.
as hell if you had.
You don't have any?
Zero.
That's what I'm saying. Like that.
Great photos.
Oh, I got
Zero.
some photos.
Dude,
Ain't that some
We
shit?
were not a
some
VHS
photos.
owning family.
Now look at our
You know.
phones now, bro. Like now we just record it on our phone
All the time. And
Ain't
today,
that crazy?
And what's
4K,
wild?
6K.
What's wild about that talent show was like after that, everybody kept asking me like because school. It was at the end of school. Like, Our talent shows was always towards the end of school. Well, everybody was asking me, why don't you write your own raps? Because I always would just rap. I did that at the talent show, but then I would start like dabbing in freestyle. I was terrible.
Yeah.
So then I found out about like freestyle, like Houston, like Texas freestyles and stuff.
Yeah.
So I would just start rapping those around my friends.
And who was you at the time?
I was C-Dub at the time.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
C-Dub.
Yeah,
Chad
C-Dub.
Rowe. I was Chad Rowe.
DJ Chad Rowe.
DJ Chad Rowe. I used to make
Okay.
mixtapes.
Okay.
Shout out. But people was like, I would rap like a Paul Wall comedian or freestyle to somebody, and they'd be like, "Is that you?" And I'd be like, "No, that's such and such." They'd be like, "Why don't you write
Oh,
your own?"
God.
And I'm like, I can't. But I just started doing it. It's just crazy how that came about. But it's
Sorry
wild,
guys,
though.
I'm gonna black out on y'all for a minute.
C-Dub.
C-Dub was up until 2007. Then I switched to my name because there was 450,000 C-Dubs.
That sounds right.
Yeah, so I was like, let me just go by my name, man.
It always throws me off when people are like, "Yo, I'm Lil Wayne," and you're just like, "There is one
like,
Lil
that's
Wayne, dog."
what's
Okay,
up,
like,
bro.
That's what's up.
I don't care if your birth certificate is Lil Wayne. Do not call yourself Lil Wayne.
That's
on the
what's
mic.
up.
Yeah, you got to be L-Dub or some shit.
Yeah.
I say, so here we go. Let's change lanes here.
I can't hear y'all anymore.
Why?
Oh, is that right?
Oh, he's
You got him a presidential on.
He done got bougie.
It makes you feel good, right?
That it fits so good.
Yeah.
And it looks
It
amazing.
looks great. You look phenomenal in it.
Thanks, Chucky.
Yeah, man.
I needed this type of.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch. Shout out Jay-Z.
It's coming.
Shout out.
Yeah, when you get
What
the
size
bag,
dial is this?
36 millimeter.
Yeah.
But with the bezel on it, it makes it almost 40.
Shout out Bezalgan.
Yeah,
Shout out
Bezel
Bezel
Gang.
for sure. I like this.
Thanks,
a lot.
man. You could buy it.
I'm sure I
it's-
could.
it's
One day
hitting.
I will. It's hitting.
Oh, it's hitting.
hitting.
It's Mike Tyson in over there.
Yeah, no, it's hitting.
So we've spent almost
you
an
were
hour-
saying, I'm sorry.
We've
I'm
spent
so
almost an
sorry.
hour of this podcast. Now let's talk about Chucky V's music.
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Let's dive in. Deep dive.
Let's talk to the people, man. What is it that what's the game plan for old Chuck, man?
Man, so I've probably got about an album ready. Just
Flex.
haven't named it yet. You know what I mean? But I've got an album ready with T Stone Baby Sounds.
Major flex.
Go.
And I think I'm gonna start dropping a few singles with videos. I'm working with B-Loose to do a couple of videos, and there's another good dude that has reached out. We haven't worked yet, but I'm hoping to get some videos from him as well.
Okay.
Fire.
So my goal is to drop like single with video,
Yep.
single with video, single with video, followed up with the album. you know? So it looks good even on
Sounds
camera,
like-
bro.
I just put it in my camera right here for the first time, and I saw it, and I'm like, whoa.
No, that's hard.
Sorry.
you
I'll
good.
stop talking about it, I
Apologize.
promise.
You don't need to, man. Trust me. It's hard.
You're good.
But that sounds like a good formula though.
No, it's actually like a reel that I've been sent that reel like 30 times. And it's a reel on Instagram of these two dudes talking about music and the best way to promote, and they call it the waterfall effect, I think, or something.
Yeah.
And it's similar to what you just said. You drop a single and then another single and then say an EP. And then with those singles on the EP, then you drop another single and then an album. Like
I got you.
To like what you were saying off camera and on camera.
Right.
And that's kind of the philosophy that a lot of people are doing, because with everything being attached to streams and the UPCs and ISRC numbers and all that, you being able to have those projects, you need those singles to kind of
To help
Build up the,
build the foundation,
build the hype.
Yeah. So that's definitely a good strategy, man. And I know that, especially with you getting with the S&P squad, man, I'm looking forward to
Big S&P.
big S&P for sure. I'm looking forward to letting everybody see, like,
We can't do no wrong. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I love when we talk like this about the up and coming shit, because it's just like, if it's not set in stone yet, whatever direction we go, if we apply the right pressure to every correct scenario, we will win every time.
Man,
yeah, the only mistake we can make is to not work, and we're going to work.
Yeah,
that's all we do.
Yeah, as long as we do that and we keep going. Go ahead.
this man has I've watched you work, right, and do your thing. But he brought to us, man, one of the dopest songs, the real shit that I've heard in a minute, and I can't wait for this shit to come out.
That's the Blood in the Water joint?
That's the
Oh
blood.
man, I'm super.
That's
I
the
didn't realize
blood.
you were talking about
That's
that.
the
Thank
blood.
you, bro.
For sure,
That really means a lot.
I'm talking about one of the dopest.
Have y'all recorded y'all's
shit.
parts yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, I haven't heard the finished song. I know.
ready.
Yeah, I'll
Chad
send-
said he let me hear the hook earlier in the episode. Chad mentioned that I had heard it and I'd only heard the chorus. So I'm,
Crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy. And so if motherfuckers don't know who Chucky is
Oh,
right
man.
now, don't give me some respect right now.
Chucky, when we size mine, bro, this is exactly
I
your
got you,
wrist is
man.
the exact same size.
My
as
guy.
mine, bro.
Oh, yeah.
My guy.
Shout out Chucky V.
Keep
I
wearing
love
it, bro. It looks good on you. Keep wearing it. Enjoy it.
you. We're just sitting here. I don't know if y'all saw it, what camera it was on when Chucky handed me this. But we were just sitting here and he just handed me his Rolex, and it's just I love it.
You said you wanted to have some ice on.
Yeah, I did say that. I always say that, but then I don't hold y'all to it.
Felt like it was appropriate.
Because this is what happens when I get it. Like,
Yeah,
While
you go into a different league.
a good feeling,
you get
man.
into a different bag when you get that.
Man,
watch
while
on.
It hits different, bro.
we're speaking about it, man, like you got something to do with jewelry, don't you?
Yeah,
I do, man. Shout
yeah.
out to shout out to B-List. So check this out. In 2020,
Yeah.
probably like the only time you shouldn't try to start selling custom jewelry. Like literally the world was shutting down.
Right.
Nobody was going to work.
yeah.
And I was like, man, I kind of hate working in construction. I think I want to sell jewelry.
Yeah.
You know, because there was a time where I was buying a ton of jewelry And then there was a long period where I was just helping people get it and like, oh, don't buy that there. I can save you some money over here, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Facilitator.
And just facilitating.
Yep.
And I still say that I just facilitate it, you know, but I really, I'm doing more than that, but I'm commissioning custom pieces and helping, you know, I just try to help the process from start to finish.
I just
you know what
had
mean?
deja vu like a motherfucker.
Yeah, in a good way.
Yeah, it's from us, like back to episode 6.
Oh,
when
yeah, talking about
the
it.
facilitator. Didn't we call it? What
Yeah, probably.
We kept saying that. We kept
But
saying
look, fast
facilitator.
forward 2 years later, because what year was that?
God. Oh, 2 years ago. Fuck, 2021. We were
So, yeah.
6 episodes in on this show when Chucky came through.
That was 1 year into it. And now fast forward, it's like the process is like
easy.
it's ready to go. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean,
Shout out
just
to
this
you,
week,
man.
I delivered jewelry on the way out here.
Hell yeah.
Flex.
I stopped in Nolansville and dropped off some stuff that a guy was expecting in 2 weeks. Super happy with it, and I saved him several $1,000s.
Oh yeah.
Fire.
Talk
You know
your
what I mean?
shit,
It's
bro.
just a win-win. Like I'm gonna give you the same gold and diamonds. The best way. I love when people are like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna, go to a jewelry store and see what they say." I'm like, please do.
Yeah.
Go tell them what you want,
Yeah.
and they're gonna tell you $8,500, and then come see old Papa V.
Papa
You know what I'm
V.
saying? Come see Charles Velvet.
You're gonna have to double back.
Charles Velvet.
Hey, Charles Velvet. That hit.
That's the
different.
name of the
That's-
episode.
that's
Yeah, let's
my
go,
LLC.
Charles Velvet.
That's my-
Charles Velvet.
Velvet.
That's my
Fuck
LLC.
you, Chad.
Yeah. Okay.
Charles Velvet.
All right.
Charles Velvet Productions.
All right. Yeah.
I'm over. I can't say shit. I can't talk. Why am I hosting this? I can't say anything today without.
That's all right.
Charles Velvet
So
featuring Chucky V.
The Velvet Touch Jewelry. Please follow me on Instagram. Check me out. If you're trying to get engaged, go to a jewelry store, see which one your girl wants, then holler at me. I'll save you some money. And then the best part, you get it appraised. It's going to be appraised for more than what you paid. Like, come on, that's not happening at jewelry stores.
Nah.
Right. Well,
The
Talk
way
your
that,
shit,
the way
Chucky.
that a jewelry store works, look, let me tell you this. A jewelry
go.
store works. You walk
Talk
into
your
a
shit.
jewelry store, and this can of Liquid Death says $20,000. Okay?
Shout Liquid Death.
So you're there, usually in an emotional state. You're rarely just walking into the mall to a jewelry store. You're usually going there for a reason, right?
Right.
You're getting your wife something. You're looking to get engaged, right? So you're looking at this $20,000. You're thinking, no way. But your girl's like, let me just see it. Let me just try it on. We're just looking.
Yeah.
So she puts on the Liquid Death. The sales guy comes over. You already are in a bad mood because you're like, I can't afford this. Don't talk to me. Right.
Yeah.
The guy's like, oh, look, no pressure, no pressure. I can get you a better deal. You're like, okay. Your girl's like, I love it. Maybe one day, right? So he's like, look, maybe don't tell anybody, but I could get you 20% off. He's already setting out some feelers to see like
Right.
what kind of bread you have, because maybe you'll pay $20,000, and if so, they get $20,000, right?
Yeah.
But he's like, I could get 20% off for you. You're like, well, I don't have that today. Well, I got in-house financing, right? We got financing. I could get you 30% off today, right? So you leave. You're like, dude, I paid $15,000 for a $20,000 ring.
Yeah.
You know?
Like you're winning.
Like
Right.
like you stole from him.
Yeah.
And when you leave, the jewelry store is like, we just sold a $3,000 ring for $15,000.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the markup is so insane that you would think I'm lying.
Yeah.
Have you seen those videos where they take like a medium cup and a large cup and an extra large
Yeah,
cup?
they pour the same into each cup.
And you're like, there's no fucking way.
Yeah, what it
It's the
translates
same thing
to.
at a jewelry store.
Yeah.
Where you're like, okay, this is $75,000. And I'm like, yeah, I'll give you the same thing for 25.
I believe it.
And I'm not trying to shoot myself in the foot.
but
I might tell you
yeah.
50. You know what I mean? But it's like,
But shout out to you for even like that's. I think that's like it credits your character. You know what I'm saying? To be, why wouldn't
truly-
somebody want to shop with somebody that's speaking the facts? Like especially if you're willing to like I can show you shit.
yeah, it's
Like,
the golden rule thing. Like earlier, like I try to do everything. I try to treat people the way that I want to be treated. So when you tell me like, oh, this is my budget, what I'm going to say is like, so if you got $7,500 to spend on this ring, I can either get you the biggest bang for your buck, or you were willing to spend 75. So like I can get you exactly that ring and save you some money, or I can show you what 7,500 really gets you and get you the biggest bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Like it's a win-win, and then
Yeah.
you get it insured. So if something does happen,
You're still winning.
you're winning because then
More
you're
than
like-
you were.
You're like, damn, I paid Chuck 7,500.
Right.
Yeah.
They just gave me 9,500 back.
Yeah.
It's like it's a win-win. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
I get
it's in
it. I
every
love it.
industry. Like you go to your buddy Carl to do your oil change
Shout out
because
Carl for the oil change.
Shout out
even the
Carl.
oil change is $125, but Carl still do it for $75.
Right.
You know, and it's because Carl's not paying for the shop.
No,
and
he's
not
going.
paying this,
He's going
not
to the
workers'
material.
comp.
He's getting the materials and doing the labor. And
Same thing. Like I'll give people the recipe of how to do it, but it's just like your grandma's fudge. Like I can take the recipe that your grandma gives me.
yeah,
It's not going to taste the same because I haven't done it for 30 years her special way.
yeah,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I know that nobody else is going to hustle the way that I am. People outwork me. You know, I'm a hard worker, but there's people that are harder work. You know, I'm not saying like I'm special anyway, but you don't have the same mix as I do.
Right.
Like, because when I put my mind to something, like I'm going to treat you the way I want to be treated, and I'm going to get us both the best deal, and I'm going to do it in a way that you're going to want to shop with me again.
Right.
Or if I say, hey, I need to borrow this, there's no question of why. It's just like, oh yeah.
Right.
Because I don't ask you to borrow shit. So when I do, you know, it's the same thing. Like when I do something, I want to do it the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I stamp my name on it. So it's
Yeah.
like the first year I was like, oh yeah, I can do it. You know, I was still figuring out the process. Now
Yeah.
2023, I'm like,
Let's go.
show me the money.
I love it.
Let's do it. More deposits, less DMs.
Yeah, that's what's
You know what I mean?
the best part about this.
Because I'm saving you the bread, so let's spend it. Like,
The best part about this part of our conversation tonight was that right there.
I don't need to borrow
God
anything, by
damn,
the way.
Chucky.
No. I know.
but if I do, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
but if you did, you know.
if a real hustler's like, hey, I need $1,000 today, I'm gonna get it back to you tomorrow. You're like,
yeah.
hell yeah, what's up?
Hell yeah, a motherfucker gonna see me with Chucky.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna make me 15.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Yeah. And that's anything I've ever done. I've always tried to help everybody eat.
Yeah, but
No
the
matter
fast
what
forward,
I
like
do.
I said at the beginning of the conversation, when I said, "Man, I'm having deja vu like a motherfucker," when Chad said "facilitate," because I remember us using those words and like where you were explaining the angle of it. Basically, was to cut out the middleman and to take care of people,
Yep.
you know, and show them what they can do with their money they're willing to spend or save them some money on the back end, however they approach it. But to fast forward 2 years and to go through that whole conversation just now. Like, bro, shout out to you, bro, for, you know what I mean? Like, aside from the Show and Prove edition and the music shit, to hear your confidence grow in that category, that's awesome as fuck.
Thank
Chucky.
you, man. It really means a lot.
I mean, that motherfucker said, I'm Charles Velvet, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Charles Velvet, put some respect on it.
Respect.
That shit hits
man,
different, too,
People
bro.
used to laugh at the name Chucky Velvet.
But the Velvet Touch and then Chucky Velvet,
and they still probably do, but fuck them.
fuck
You know
them.
what I mean? Like,
But that Charles Velvet, that's grown.
it's smooth.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
man
It's a grown man
bro.
shit,
Yeah.
boy. Like I'm about to lay you down with some lyrics. You know what I mean?
that-
I wanna take you there. You know what I mean?
It sounds like a good fragrance, man.
Charles Velvet.
Charles Velvet.
Man, what you got on?
I started.
No, it's that Charles
Is that
Velvet.
velvet?
What is
Yeah,
Velvet?
Damn
boy.
right it is.
A minute ago,
That's a commercial, bro.
I was doing in my mind what you just did out loud. I was trying to think of what it sounded like, and I kept thinking winery, and I'm like, no, it's not a wine. Charles Velvet wine.
I'm gonna have them all.
Talk your shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, love
Velvet Touch jewelry. Holler at me.
it, bro. When I put my arms within frame right here, something changes.
I wish it was daylight. When you walk outside in the sun with it,
Yeah. I love it, bro. I really do.
I love it
I
too.
just take notes, bro.
I
Because when the
think I'm
bag
about to
comes,
sell it, though.
I'm gonna do something light, and not that this is light by no means, but I like how this sits. I think it's
I love it.
the smaller dial. I think that's the first time I've had. I don't think I've ever wore your watch before, but I don't remember the small. Does Lex got a smaller dial?
I'm not sure what size he's got. No, his newest one I think is a 41.
Yeah, that's what I'm
The
saying.
big
Because I remember it being
41 Savage.
bigger, but I
41.
could live with this.
I love him.
I can
man.
live with this. I can do this.
So I check
I
it
can
for the
do it.
same size wrist too. Don't
Yeah,
move
man.
around like it's like perfect. Fucking love it.
It's a good fit, man.
Yeah, we got to talk about that off camera because when you do jump this, hopefully my bag's here. I'll grab it. I love
Let's make it
this.
happen,
This is
man.
amazing.
I'm hoping to sell it to that dude that I delivered some jewelry to earlier. He's been talking to me about it for like a year.
Yeah, that makes sense too, though. I'm sure if he's having current conversations with you, he's in a much better position to purchase it from you faster.
Man.
Shout out Charles Velvet.
Let's
Shout out Charles.
If y'all
Velvet,
don't mind, hurry up and get this podcast super famous. That way,
We're on our way. It's gonna happen.
It's not a if, it's a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on our way. We've been on our way, but we're making noise now, man. And it's great, and you
To
know,
do anything for 15 years, like shout out to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did somebody
yeah,
just
no.
clap? What was it?
Chad applauded.
Water.
It sounded like a perfect applause,
it
but I
did.
saw
It
your
was
hand
right on
still.
time.
I was very thrown off.
But no, with that, you know, that's amazing addition to it all. Like when I sit back, bro, and I think about the current like rate the show has on our way to where we're headed, I love it. But when I step outside that circle for a minute, and I treat this chair tonight like you guys, you know what I'm saying, and I think about the amount of talent in this room, and I continuously get to say it when it's in-house, you know what I'm saying? And with Chucky here tonight, while we're so great to have you back and shit, bro, it's so awesome to me now to know that that's in-house too. Like Chucky's Chucky's rocking with us, man, and
that's dope, man.
With everybody moving in the direction we're moving with the mindset we have, and you know, and having each other, bro, I think we're on our way.
No,
Yeah,
it's a matter of time, bro.
Iron sharpens iron.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And it's you know, the show is just a little extra in that part of the conversation. Like, I think you guys are going to win.
Man, the podcast.
Right back at you, my guy.
The
Thanks,
podcast,
appreciate that love, man.
We all going to win.
Yeah, the pod's its own talk. That's what I'm saying. But like, what I love the fact this episode right here is housing us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Chucky is rocking the same way we rocking nowadays, and that's a beautiful thing, bro. Like, because it just, when you think about it in that perspective, you know what I mean? You're not just betting on the music when we bet on Show and Prove. Like, we're going to win. It's a matter of time. With y'all's help, we'll win a little faster.
Yeah.
Share this. With that being said, be sure to tap in on all platforms that you can find the show on, and then be sure to also hit that subscribe button when you're watching on YouTube. Chad Arms TV.
Like, subscribe, share,
hit the
comment.
bell.
All of it helps.
And then tell a friend.
Tell your grandmama, man.
Share it.
Tell your granddaddy, man.
That's it.
Tell the cousin, your baby daddy, second baby daddy, all of them. Just tell them all, man.
While you're at it too, pre-order Live Forever, or if this comes out when the album's out, September 29th.
Goddamn right.
Go get it. That's starting the floodgates.
Yeah, that is literally what we've said. That
big S&P.
That big S&P's rollout begins with the Live Forever, like the whole transition type process.
Absolutely.
It is like, it's
every
like the
month.
Grand opening. You know what I mean?
Every month, you getting smacked across the head.
Yep.
Every month.
Right.
Shout out to Chucky and how many beverages he's drank since he's been here.
Shout out to beverages. I'm a beverage guy myself.
I'm a
Me
beverage
too.
drinker.
I enjoy beverages.
Multi-bevies.
What time is it? I'm normally like
8:32.
Oh, bro.
What time's our draft?
28 minutes.
Oh shit!
I'm normally in big chill mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big chill mode.
Hell yeah, shout out
Chuck,
to
you
Chuck.
do me a
My
favor.
kids to bed at 8. 8 to 10 is like my me time.
yeah.
2 hours. Me and my wife get
Good
to
for
chill,
you.
talk, catch up.
Yeah,
watch a
speaking
show.
of that, I gotta lay down that little thing that was out here earlier. Shout out Hartley. She was out here with us earlier in her tutu.
The princess. That was a dope tutu.
Yeah, it's fire, right?
Shout
Shout
dope,
out to
yeah.
Tutus.
Yeah, she flexed.
Shout out Ballet.
Yeah. Shout out ballet.
But yeah, man.
Chucky.
Charles Velvet.
Charles
Man,
Velvet.
Glad to have
Follow
you
me on the
squad, bro,
platforms
for sure.
at Chucky Velvet. Chucky with the Y. At Chucky Velvet.
It's in the description
Pretty
below
much
for
everything,
sure.
yeah.
But also stay
Somewhere right
fucking
down
tuned,
here.
man.
Yeah,
Y'all
somewhere
stay
right down
tuned. It's
Y'all-
big S&P, baby. We're rocking. This shit's going down, dude.
Also, the Velvet Touch jewelry.
Yeah.
Holler at me.
We'll put both links in the description. Y'all go follow him. If y'all need some jewelry,
Holler
hit
at
him
me.
up. Y'all need some features, hit him up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
know
Oh,
what I
man.
mean?
I just knocked out a dope feature
Yeah, you
for
did.
Aaron Keese.
Oh,
Shout
dope.
out Aaron Keese. I've
That's
done a
right,
couple
Aaron
songs
Keese.
with him.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
I think he's in East Texas.
Chucky, man, this home base over here, Bubba. You pull up whenever the fuck you
Man,
want.
I'm ready.
You just let one of the guys know.
I'm ready to be here some more.
We
man.
do this shit all the time, so you
Let's
pull
go,
up and we'll
man.
do it again. Y'all know what
ready
the
for
fuck's
sure.
going on. It's big S&P in the building, baby. Chucky Velvet.
Big S&P.
You already know. Y'all stay the fuck tuned. We always working. Down there on
Let's
the
do it.
end, it's big ONE.
Yeah.
My guy, Chad Arms TV. Charles Velvet himself.
The one and only.
And I'm your guy, Squint615. It's IGSSTS.com, ChadArmesTV.com. Hey, yo, Chatty, let's get out of here. Bow.
Bitch, we got views.